Welcome to lecture 7. In this lecture I am going to tell you how to access 3D array using pointer, and then we will try to pass a 3D array to a function also. So this is the lecture. This lecture is a part of C pointer series. I hope you are enjoying the lecture. So let's see how to access the element of a 3D array using pointer and how to pass a 3D array to a function. So three-dimensional array can be thought of as array of, so a three-dimensional array can be thought of as an array of arrays of arrays. Therefore a three-dimensional array may be considered as an array of matrix. So here one simple initialization of three-dimensional array I have shown, that is array 3, 4 and 2, and then these are the values. Okay, so you can see here actually we have 3 4 cross 2 2D arrays are there, right? This is first 2D array, this is second 2D array, this is third 2D array. So each 2D array is nothing but 4 rows and 2 columns. You can call this individual 4 rows and 2 columns 2D array as 4 cross 2 matrix. So in that way it is having 3 matrices of each size of 4 cross 2. So here also you can see, you can visualize the thing diagrammatically, which makes things easy. However, in real application things are not in memory, the elements are not stored in this fashion, but for the sake of easiness, for the sake of visualize the 3D array in a better way and simplistic way, you can draw this diagram. Here you can see that this is the 0th 2D array, this is first 2D array, this is second 2D array. So this is nothing but 2 cross 4 2D arrays, and as you know that each 2D array is also a combinations of single dimensional array. That means here we have this 2D array, the first one, you can consider it as 4 1D arrays, right? So 2D array is the combination of 1D array, and 3D array is also, three-dimensional array is also can be thought of as an array of arrays of arrays. Okay, so the outer array has 3 elements, each of which is a 2-dimensional array of 4 1-dimensional array, right? Okay, each of which contains 2 integers. In other words, a 1-dimensional array of 2 elements is constructed first. So a 1-dimensional array of 2 elements will be constructed first. The 4 such 1-dimensional arrays, here in this case let's say this is first, second, third, fourth, are placed one below the other to give to 2-dimensional array containing 4 rows. This is 4 rows and each of them is 2D array. Then 3 such 2-dimensional arrays are placed one behind the other to yield a 3-dimensional array containing 3 2-dimensional array, which I already told you. In the array declaration note, how the commas have been given. So in case of array declaration 2, 4, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6, so these elements are stored here. Okay, 2, 2, 4, 7, 8, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if each integer takes 2 byte, so 2 to 4 byte, 4, 4, 8, that means 4 into 4, that means 16 byte will be consumed by the first 2D array. Second 2D array will consume another 16 byte, and the third 2D array will also occupy another 16. That means 16, 4, 4, 4, 4, 16 into 3, 48 bytes. Okay, so you can see here that 0th 2D array, if let us say this is starting with 6, 5, 4, 7, 8, and you just have to add 16 byte to more, because here how many elements are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 elements. 8 into 2, considering each integer takes 2 bytes, so 16 bytes. So 78 plus 16, 94. 94 plus 16, 510. That means this is how things happened here. So and then how would you refer to the array elements 1 in the above array? Let us say this is the array, and we have seen that how the bytes are actually arranged over here, considering that each integer takes 2 bytes. Now let us assume that how to access the element 1 here. In the first subscript should be 2. First thing is that subscript should be 2 because it is 0th 2D array, first 2D array and second 2D array. So obviously the subscript will be 2. So second position in the 2-dimensional array means here you can see so second position means this is first 0th position, this is first position, so it is coming in the first column. So in that fashion it is 1, so 0 1. Okay, so first is that it is in second 2D array. Second thing is that it is the third, second subscript should be 3 since the element is in the fourth row. That's why it is third. It is 3. Here it is 3 because it is in the fourth row. If you see that 1 2 3 4, so that's why it is 3. And column wise it is 0 1, so that's why last index will be 1. This one will be 1. Okay, now this whole thing can be rewritten in terms of pointer. Just now I mentioned array plus 2, which will give you the second 2D array, and then plus 3 array plus 2 with dereferencing operator, plus 3 with dereferencing operator will give you the third row, basically 0 0 1 2 3, third row, and column wise it will give you 0 1, first column, and then dereferencing. This is how 3D array works. So let's dive into the program. So whatever I have just explained, that can be implemented using C programming. So here the intention is to show you that first of all how to access the 3D array elements using pointer, and how to pass a 3D array to a function. That is my motto, to show you. So here you can see in the main function I have actually scanned the ABC value of 3D array, table, row, column, you can think of it, and then I have passed that to input, and also I have passed it to pass array to function. So first I have passed it to input here, and then in input function I have done a thorough scanning for all the elements of 3D array. This is I have explained just now, okay, how these pointers are being placed, and then after that I have again passed, after taking input I have printed the output over here with the same mechanism. So you can see that. Let us run it. First execute, compile. So compilation is done successfully. Now run it. So enter the 3D array, this thing, input. So let us say 2 2 2. So enter elements, let's say 1 5 6 7 8. So you can see that elements of 3D array is 1 2 2 4 5 6 7 9. Okay, so this is how the output will be printed. Okay, I hope you understood the concept of how to access the element using pointer for 3D array, and then how to pass the 3D array to a function. Thanks for watching.